Good morning and welcome to my first hardcore Ironman collection log video. I am currently the rank 4 with almost 1000 items logged, and in this video I'll open up over 100 clue scrolls caskets, walk you through my collection log and goals, and we'll finish up with an inventory of birds' eggs. In this first clip we have a low-level multi-step for a hard clue, so we got some tank gear, the bulwark, phoenix necks, combo food, and I'm always hovering the telly in case I see any red name. I can just teleport to safety. Just for fun, I always kill a few Elder Chaos Druids during this step, because they can drop their robes, and that's 3 collection log slots as well. Spoiler alert though, I don't get anything here, so let's move on. Alright, I have an elite clue. This is one of the few steps that I don't do. I want to turn this into Watson for a master clue. However, Watson already has all clues, and I've got a master clue in my inventory. I'll get even more master clues from these caskets, and the reasoning behind all of this is that I don't have all required items for master clues, so juggling them will help me get more master clue completions. And I'll even show you a trick to skipping bad 3-step clues like Dragon's Eye or Deep Wilderness steps. Here we are in the Varrock sewers, hunting the Bryophytus essence. I've got 20 keys, so if I get it, that is one more master clue step that I can complete. Nope. 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 Mossy key. One more. Nope. 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 That is 129 KC, no essence, unlucky. No luck with the Bryophytus essence. Let's open some clues. We are gonna start off with the elites. Just in case I get a mimic, I won't have too many masters on the floor to juggle. I'm gonna do the master clues once I have 3 to 4 on the floor, but I'll show that after I get all the caskets opened for this video. Next video will be more PVM, so make sure to like and subscribe to watch me get more items or perish. First log slot, very nice. Only one slot from easies, let's move on to mediums. No collection log slots for mediums, but we are almost at 1,000. Pretty cool. Now onto the hard clues, starting off with a blue dragon mask. Alright, final hard casket for some nice alks. Now let's get into master clue juggling. There's two big benefits for my account, and if you've watched Swampletics or Karamja only UIM, you'll know the first benefit. If you have two or more of the same type of clue, completing steps will be added up until you get a casket. So if I have two master clues and I can do 5 steps on the first master clue, and then I get a step on that first master clue that I can't do, then I simply drop the clue. But those 5 steps I've done aren't lost. They're added onto clue number 2. So for clue number 2, I'll have 5 steps completed, and I'll only have to do 3 more steps to get the casket. Alright, juggling is simple, but what's the deal with triple step master clues? This is a bit more complicated, but it can be a time save for any account. Right now I have 3 master clues that are each triple steppers, and they each have at least 1 wilderness step, and one of them even has 2 wilderness steps. But right now I'm going to complete this clue without going into the wilderness once. The trick is that doing step 1 of any of these clues will always give an item called Torn Clue Scroll Part 1, and for steps 2 and 3, respectively, you get Part 2 and 3 of the Torn Clue Scroll. And the idea is that you can mix and match the steps that you want to do, and simply combine the pieces for any triple step master clue. So here I get Part 1, and then do another easy one for Part 2. And then I go back to the crafting guild, because the third step of this clue is in the wilderness. So I drop this clue, and then I pick up the different clue, and you'll see that these 2 parts of the Torn Clue Scroll work for these clues as well. So I haven't done either of those top 2 steps, but I can just do the third step and I'll have it complete. So I'll pick the one with an easier step, which is the Shadow Dungeon. So here I get Part 3, and now I have Torn Clue Scroll Part 1, 2, and 3. And I'll go back to the Crafting Guild, and now you can see that for this clue I only did the third step, but they're all crossed out. Drop that. This is the bad clue, has 2 wildy steps, all crossed out, and this is the good step. I did step 1 and 2, but I didn't do the wilderness, step 3. But they're all crossed out because I have these pieces of the Torn Clue Scroll that are not unique to any one of these. So this was the bad master clue, so I'm going to combine the Torn Clue Scroll pieces and complete this step. And this does not affect the other 2 clue scrolls on the floor at all. So right here I've got another triple stepper. I've got my 2 triple steppers still on the floor, like they were in the previous clip. And for this clue, I've got the Feared Dragon's Eye, which I want to skip. So I'm only going to do step 3 from this clue, and we'll see it in action again. Step 1, step 2, and then we pick up the original clue and get step 3. And now we have completed all of these steps, even though we didn't go to the Dragon's Eye. Here we've got one of the wilderness clue steps that I did for these master clues. It is over 30 wilderness and multi, but it is pretty close to a teleport, the wilderness crabs teleport, and most of the PKers will be more towards the south. For gear, we've got a lot of tank gear with a focus on magic defense and a phoenix necklace bulwark in case multiple people get on me, and purple sweets instead of a stamina because that also heals me, and a good few combo food, which you want to have for multi-steps. And we pre-pot with an anti-fire stamina and a super combat. So here I'll just teleport in and hover over my logout button. It's big because there's a plugin to make the logout button bigger, but it glitches a little bit sometimes, so I'm not sure if I can really recommend it. And I didn't bring my strange device so I could save an inventory space. And these guys also hit me pretty hard, but I like to stay zoomed out, especially on the mini-map, so I can see anyone coming, because at that point I would have to make a run for it into singles, and hope that they don't teleblock me. But we make it out, safe and sound. So from all those caskets, we've gotten 2 collection log slots, and we've completed 5 master clues. So let's open those up. And first of all, we've got a nice little herb run. That is quite something. Nothing, 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 and nothing. Oh well, still nice to get 5 KC. Overall, pretty mediocre loot today. Only 2 collection log slots. I honestly lost the screenshot for the elites, but I didn't get anything special from those either. And master is quite bad, but I'm happy about every kill count I get for those. Now let's take a look at how the high scores changed. I'm currently almost front page for mediums and easy clues, and rank 6 overall. And we go to rank 5 for total clue scrolls completed, front page for mediums, and not quite front page for easies. For hards and elites, nothing changed because rank 1 is very far ahead of me. Shout out Scared Zebra. For this part of the video, I'll be taking you through my collection log. If you're not interested in this, you can check out collectiondoc.net and look up my username, floopily, and you can click through it yourself, or you can just click to the end of the video where I open some birds' eggs. But as a short summary, I have 7 pets. Coolest one is the Prince Black Dragon. I'm lucky on the gilded pieces. My boss log is pretty pitiful. And for mini games, I have a lot of the boring ones done. But let's start from the beginning. Abyssal Sire, I have 3 on Sire, it's missing 1 Bludgeon Claw. I currently have a task, and I can see myself going at least for the Bludgeon, maybe staying a little bit longer. Hydra, I got lucky on for the items that I wanted, but I'll go back and get these easy items as well. Barrows I will eventually complete. I have lockpicks from Sepulcher, and it's a decent source for elite clues as well. Bryophyta I'll try to work on once in a while, but it's very annoying to get mossy keys. Callisto I might do with the Wilderness update that puts it singles plus. Cerberus, no dupes, but it's a pretty fun boss. Maybe I'll go for a clean 1000. Chaos Elemental, I have to do this with an alt, and if I log out between kills, it'll update on the high scores, so theoretically someone could hunt me. But I might go for this pet one day, anyhow. Chaos Fanatic, I have some KC for the combat achievements. I'd like to get this Malediction shard because then I could complete one of the Wilderness shields, which would be quite a flex. Ziliana I will be going back to because I have a Twisted Bow, so it's probably the easiest Godless Dungeon boss. And the ACB is nice for Nex and for Phantom, the new boss. Corp, I haven't done it all. I'm still missing a Godsword shard for my BGS, and I need a second Zamorak spear for this. So maybe in the future I'll do an occasional kill. Crazy Archaeologist, I've done 100 KC. I think I'll finish these off because it's very low level wilderness. It's pretty safe. Dagonoth Kings, I want to complete the rings at the very least, so I'm a little bit unlucky, but it's a fun task. Fight Caves, I want to do occasionally because getting the pet and upgrading it would be cool. Gauntlet, I'll eventually try to do at least 1 KC, maybe go for one more unique. But it's a lot of effort to learn the tier 3 prep on an alt just to do a few KC, and I don't really need the Bofa since I have a Twisted Bow. Bandos, I got very, very lucky on, and I'm very happy because I did the melee method, because I'm not a very good PVMer, but these items are very convenient for me to have. Mole, I think I'll go back to once I have Zerite Vambraces, just so I can do the Twisted Bow method and as a chill little grind, maybe go for this pet. Grotesque Guardians, I haven't really done it all because I don't like doing gargoyles and it's a very slow task, but I'll go for at least a few uniques here. I don't think I'm going to grind the pet or the jar. Hespori, not really a boss. Inferno, 1 KC. I don't think I'll be going for this pet. I'm not great at the game, man. KQ, I got the head and I don't want to go back. I really hate this boss. It's very annoying. KBD was a fun grind. I already have the pet, so I have no real reason to go back there. Kraken, I've unlocked the task again. I usually have them blocked, but I think I'll be going for this pet. Kriara, I want to go for the helmet. Maybe I'll go for some more of the armor as well if I go for Missouri from TOA. From Zami, I still need this hilt for Master Clues, and the Staff of the Dead would be very cool for Steps in the Wilderness. Next, I would like to get Zerite Vambraces, and maybe one more unique would be very cool. I'd be doing mass kills because that's safer on a hardcore, and these KCs were just from day 1 or day 2, where everyone was spamming masses. Nightmare, I have no desire to go for any of these items. Obor, I might go for eventually, but I don't think killing hill giants is fun. I already hate doing Bryophyta, so maybe in the distant future. This is one of the new bosses, and I will be going for this bow because it makes Slayer and a few grinds very AFK. And I've tried it on alt, and I don't think it's too dangerous. Syrachnus, I'd like to complete. I want to get the Bludgeon first, and then I want to do Syrachnus, maybe tilt the pet, and do the clues along the way. Scorpia I did ages ago. I did 2 trips, got 69 KC, got a shard, and I was happy with that. I just did it for fun. No plans to go back. Maybe for the Wilderness Diaries. Skatizo, I have about 140 totems bagged, so I have a decent chance of getting this jar, since they lowered the rate. Temporos, I'd like to complete, because the Spirit Flakes are also pretty nice for some AFK fishing grinds. Thermi I got very lucky on, and I completed this log, but then they added this jar of smoke, and I'm not sure if I want to go back just for that. Venenatus, I didn't get my pickaxe from there, I got it from KVD. I just did 5 KC, but I didn't like the method, so I stopped. Vedion, before the Wilderness rework, this is just a complete death trap, and I never really went near the place if I could avoid it. Vorkath, I got 2 heads so I could put one of them on my max cape and get the assembler. And I did actually get both of these Dragon Visages here. I have a Dragon Hunter crossbow, so the method for ranging is pretty fast and it's decent kills and it's not too dangerous, but all of these uniques are fairly rare, so I'm not sure if I'm going to do any more KC. Wintertodt, I'd like to get the Phoenix. We'll see how much farm making XP that takes. Maybe 2. Zalcano, I got the Crystal Tool Seed very early on. Both of these are fairly rare and it's not a very fun boss, so I'm not sure if I'll be going back there. Zulrah, I got the Magma Mutagen, which is my favorite mutagen, so I'm not sure if I'll be going back here anytime soon. If I need scales, obviously, I have to go back, and maybe the Zerite Vambraces help a little bit. Next up, raids. Raids 1, I did maybe 200 in teams, like 3 to 4 mans, and then mostly solos after that. I got pretty much the best items for Slayer, which is the Din's Bulwark, Coda Insignia, and the Twisted Bow for any PVM, and Inferno was very helpful. TOB, I've only done an entry KC for the quest. I don't really have access to a team of any kind, and I'd have to learn it on my main first, and then slowly approach it. And at the moment, that's not really viable for me. TOA, it has similar death mechanics as TOB, so if I DC in any of the rooms, even if it's a puzzle room, completely out of combat, I'll still lose my status. So I'm a little bit upset that they designed it that way. So for the time being, I don't really want to go here. For my clue tab, I've completed all clue milestone rewards. That means I have 600 beginners, 500 easies, 400, 300, 200, 100. And beginners, I would have stopped at 600, but it took me 758 to complete this log. So I kept doing them. Easies, I'm missing this cape from, but I'm fairly lucky otherwise. Got one of the monk robes G, and I only got one unique early on because I just have a lot of slots already filled. Same goes for medium clues. I have 109 slots filled, so it's fairly rare that I get a unique here. And especially these elegant pieces are pretty rare. 5 ranger boots is very cool though. Hard clues, I also have a lot of slots already filled. For the most part, I'm missing all of these rune heraldic bodies because they're rarer, and most of these shields. It actually took me 300 KC to get any piece of chaps. For elites, I have this Ring of Third Age from Mimics. I'm missing one of the pieces for Full Ranger fit. And aside from that, these uniques are all fairly rare to get. 5 Fremennik kilts is pretty cool. Master Clues has very cool uniques. I don't have the pet. This would be a very cool one to get. Ornament kits, I'd really like the Tormented ornament kit. My favorite one is the Occult, which I have. And the Mummy's head is one of the rarer ones on here. For rare items, I have 4 gilded pieces on the collection log from Hards, missing the gilded kite shield. And elites, I also have the gilded Diite chaps. And no third age yet. The shared section I have completed, and I've gotten over 5,000 purple sweets. For mini games, I've done quite a few slots already, still missing some easy stuff like Barbarian Assault because I haven't gotten a team together. Brimhaven Agility, I need the hook. Castle Rose, I did the very AFK alt method. And most of these aren't too interesting. Foundry I'll do, but I don't enjoy it. No Restaurant was really fun. Guardians of the Rift. I might go for the pet because I think it's an alright minigame and it's nice XP. Sepulchre, I have enough marks to buy this acorn, but I don't have the pet, so I don't want to waste the bank space. LMS, I like doing once in a while. I sold some of these back, but not all of them, because I think some of the untrail rules look pretty cool. I can't really see myself going for 500 or 1000 wins, because I've played over 1000 games and I'm only halfway to 500 cape. So that's quite a grind to get legitimately. MTA, I've gone for the Master Wand because I have a Kodai, and I got Infinity Boots to make Eternals, and Bones to Peaches, obviously. Maybe I'll go for one Infinity piece. I do have recolor sets from Elite Clues, but this is not really a fun grind. Mahogany Homes I did a lot of, so I have that complete. Pest Control, I'll do this eventually. Shades of Morton took me quite a while to get the full Zealot set, and now I barely use it. Soul Wars, I'll get the Soul Cape with the alt method, but I don't think I want this pet. It's very ugly. Maybe I'll do a few gambles, just for fun. Tithe Farm, I'll probably go for this. Trouble Brewing I did very AFK, and Volcanic Mine I did the safe method of just capping. Aerial Fishing I'll do one day. I don't know if I'll go for the fish sack, but the rest of these are alright. Pets I've shown you. I don't really have any goals to go for pets, except maybe Sriracha. Stuff like this, very easy. I'm trying to go for this as passively as possible. So for Skeleton Champion Scroll, I kill some of the skeletons in barrows. I hopefully get it that way. I've already done Bandos, so I won't be getting this passively. But long term, I'd like to complete this cape. Chaos Druids, I kill a few of them every once in a while when I get the clue step, but realistically you'd want to be ranging it and from a safe distance. So maybe I'll go for one piece, just for the sake of it. Chompy Bird Hunting, I like to complete. I think it's an alright grind. This I'm doing with the Hunter method. Monkey backpacks look pretty cool. I'll go for these. I don't want to rush these out because I have Mithril Dragons unlocked and extended. So hopefully I'll get a good few of these passively while going for the Dragon Full Helm through Slayer. Random events, I'm proud to announce that I'm rank 1 frog tokens on the hardcore Ironman. But I'm missing the stale baguette still. The frog tokens are kind of a cool way to keep track of how many random events you've gotten, because you should roughly get the same amount of every type of random event. So I've roughly gotten 216 of each random event. Revenants, I did one trip ages ago. I don't see myself going back here as long as there's the teleport delay, because I don't want to get into fights because of that. Skilling pets, I should get passively mostly, except maybe Chinchampa pet, because I don't want to catch chins. Slayer log is still missing a few easy slots. Brian Saber, these heads. And superiors, you can't really hunt these. I hope to just get them passively. I might do a little bit of Konar again, but I'm not going to go for a full Dusk Mystic because Konar gives very bad tasks. These next items will be very free as well, and maybe I'll go for one Dagon High piece in the future. SARS I have unlocked for Slayer, so I'm just doing a barrage method. I'll show that in another video once I get the task, because I actually blood barrage these because I'm a little bit paranoid about disconnecting and dying to something so silly like SARS. Miscellaneous tab is a pretty fun one. I'd like to get evil chicken. I'm going to try to do one inventory of birds' eggs every video I upload, so maybe every 2 to 5 weeks. We'll see. Dragon Full Helm I'd really like to go for, but I prefer doing it on Slayer Task. I have a ton of curved bones and long bones because I do Nightmare Zone. The Mask of Renewal I'm a little bit dry on, so I should be getting that. This is an easy slot from Seracnus, and maybe I'll go for one of these ugly Dragonstone items as well. Alright, let's end off the video as promised with 28 birds' eggs. Never lucky. Offered 788 eggs in total, and we have 2 pieces. As a little outro, here's about 100 screenshots of me in the wilderness. I hope you enjoyed the video. Next one will be more PVM focused, so feel free to subscribe. Maybe I'll die, it'll be exciting. Leave any questions or comments down below, and good night. Thank you for watching.